Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video, and today I'd like to show you some footage of an Endless Veil 6v6 match. And what I want to highlight here are a couple things actually. I've got a pretty good roll on a Randy's throwing knife, and I haven't used Randy's in a while, and I've forgotten how much I really enjoy this scout rifle. It's a 260 RPM. My particular roll has snapshot, Zen moment, ricochet rounds, arrowhead and arrowhead break and range mass work. I got to tell you, it's a really versatile scout rifle, and stat wise it doesn't look that strong, but it has a combination of perks that really make it super fun to use, at least for a scout rifle aficionado as I consider myself. So I'm going to go on and roll the footage. I've got to make this video real quick, so it's going to be a shorter one today. I just wanted to get this out. The play here is in Endless Veil. Now, I also want to point out something else, and that is that as this game progressed, I realized I was going to have to get more and more aggressive because I was on a team where we managed to do some good things early on, and then for whatever reason, my team becomes very passive. So as you watch this, you'll see this occur. So we're jumping in, and we're on the seaside, and typically what most people do is just come across this opening. I see my teammate already has somebody under fire, so I thought I'd come lend a few shots, but I want to get to B as quickly as I can. And this is where you find out what kind of team you're against. And a really aggressive team is going to be on B in force like we are, and I'm thinking, okay, we may roll these guys. I'm going to play the cubby here a little bit. I'm in mid, near the toilet now, or drain as they call it. I call it the toilet. Anyway, got a cleanup kill on that. We're going to push A, and right now we're really kind of pushing on these folks. My shot is not super clean there. I'm a little low. It's something I'm going to have to work on. I'm not getting a ton of crits there. I'm also going to have to work on that. But there you go. Whether I got the kills or not, I was involved in it. We're just kind of jumping all over these guys, and I'm feeling a little bit sorry for them at this point. The score is 27-12, and it looks like we're going to run away. Firing down the line, I get 3 cleanups. I think one of them might have been mine, but wind up with some cleanups. They're going to let us control heavy. So far, my team is doing everything right. Okay, so there's the first heavy kill. Second, that person didn't even know I was there. And then let's move it up here. I was glad I didn't jump in with them because I don't know what that person was running that chained the lightning. Could have been a number of things, but I didn't want to be involved in that. So I think that might be the moment in which things start to turn. All right, so I get my third heavy kill, which is good. Somebody jumped over with a fusion rifle. He doesn't see me yet. Got a kill on him. Dip out, recover, re-engage, and I want to keep pressure on B. And I've never really played up that close underneath the lip like that. I see that I was able to get some shots. I've got a teammate up distracting, so I'm going to try for a few more shots. I'm still using Solar Warlock, so I can do that float somewhat. I'm not consuming my grenade for it. I'm not really using heat rises, I don't think. And plus, I like to use my grenade offensively. All right, so I'm going to move around. They actually came in force. We're 62-27. We've got this easy. And then watch my team just kind of stop pushing. So they've got 2 zones, and my team decides we're just going to try to play it safe from here on out. And any person who watches any sports realizes you can't play it safe. In most cases, you can't just play it safe. You know, if you're playing aggressively and you take a commanding lead, you have to remember what got you where you were at, and you have to keep doing that. You know, just don't change anything. If it's working, don't change anything. And I don't know whether, you know, a few of our teammates got punched in the nose, but you see they're all passively sitting back in our spawn, and this, you're never going to win that way. And now the score has gone 69-45. Now we were up like 62-27 or something like that, and they are beginning to pull it back in. And I realize at some point here very soon that we can't stay in our zone. And I think I see them, okay, 3 of them just pushed in. I thought, well, if they're doing that, then C's open. And I'm just going to push into C. Now this may shake my team up. That's my thought at the time. I do a trade with a person back at their spawn, but you know, they're within 15 points or so of us now. I mean, this is starting to get serious, and too many times matches will get away from you if you don't make that move when you need to. And I'm really feeling like now is the time to make that move. I'm going to duck in here into Temple. Move around to C again. We're going to make another stab at C. I'm going to force my team by doing this to have to get off of A. Okay, I've got my well here. That guy wisely decides to get out of there. Now watch this sequence. I've got the zone, and I'm going to stay here because if all my teammates are over there still, and they're beginning to spawn around me, but they're going to try for this zone. And they've got some momentum, so they may be thinking, hey, let's get this guy down. They've got it down to 10 points when they were down by 40. And this is why I like Solar Warlock so much. Now, I am fortunate that nobody on the other team has a conditional finality or anything like that, or they would just blasted me right out of there. But that kind of stopped the bleeding, you know, for a moment. And now we've got 2 zones again like we should have. Now, I'm going to get out of there because that super could snag me, and I could be in a bad spot. We still have the zone, so all I really need to do is cover it. And just wait for someone to jump up, which he does. And the scout is doing me good there when I actually hit my shots. Now, this guy, I should not have tried to stay with it, or either committed completely or completely gotten out of there. And I died because I just wasted time. I could have escaped him easily. That's the other thing about Randy's, is that it does boost your mobility. So that's something that Warlocks actually need. All right, so they've triple capped us. They're within 13 points. My teammate ran up there with a golden gun. I see Heavy is up. But did you notice I was the only person going for the zone? All right. So now we got Heavy again. This is the second or third time I wind up with Heavy. Now I'm not going to just run at the enemy just because I have Heavy, because with an LMG you'll just get blasted right out of it. We've got a super up and running there. He's going to run that side. That guy ran right at my Hammerhead, which was a mistake. I'm going to move around here. I've got somebody behind up on B. And then he drops down. That's 3. That's the second time I got 3 on a Heavy. And I'll take it. All right, so I want to grab that orb. I didn't see the other one until I saw the replay, but I went back to get the orb because there's a chance I can get my super again. Lightning grenade, apparently. All right, and now I got caught out in the open. I should have ducked behind that little block there to the left, and I would have been okay. So I kind of played that stupidly. Up till now, I feel pretty good about what I'm seeing. I'm making the right choices. I could carry my reticle a little higher on these engagements. Like, see, I start by hitting him in the chest. It's an old mistake creeping back in, something I'm going to have to be aware of. I do finally hit some headshots there, and you know, if you hit your headshots with Randy, you'll take him down fast. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Did you see that 90-degree turn? I got out of there. I think, yeah, there was a golden gun or something at this point. Yeah. I heard it pop, and I'm going to hide for a second. And he just doesn't know I'm here. I'm crouching off the radar. He killed somebody in the spawn, so he figures he's got us all. That's my teammate. I didn't see the guy to my left there. We're up by 19 points with 217, 10 to win. Okay, 6 to win. We're in pretty good shape now. Now, what I don't need to do is feed kills. This is the moment which, okay, you don't have to be too risky because it's pretty much in the bag. Pick up 2 right there, and that's the win. All right, there's some really positive things for me that I see in there. Now, there's some negatives too, but on the negative side, let's just get that out of the way. I am carrying my reticle low. I am still going wide on corners a little bit. That stuff I'm going to have to continue to work on and always be vigilant about because it's an old habit and it creeps back in. On the other hand, 23 defeats, 7.67 combat efficiency, that's pretty good, especially as aggressively as I was playing. Now, was the other team a good team? Probably not, but we were fairly balanced if you look at it. In terms of our kills, I mean, we were a pretty balanced team. The key thing there was not just sitting back in the spawn when I realized that my teammate was going very passive. And as long as they control two zones and we just trade evenly on kills, which we pretty much did, they're going to win because they score more points for every kill that they get. I mean, that's just how the game mode works, and you have to be aware of that. So I feel like what I feel good about is my movement was a lot better. Uh, the engagement choices were very much better, and recognizing what was going on in the game and what I could do to impact the game in a way that could bring about a win, and contribute at the very least. So um, I really I feel good about that game footage there. Now there were a lot of games yesterday that I didn't feel so good about, and we just got overwhelmed by teams that were better, and those things happen. But as much as I beat up on myself, I want to be aware of when I'm doing things right. So that's what today's video is about. I hope you enjoyed watching. I want to thank you, and this is Iron Bill signing out.